Welcome into Hardigan Field today for Senior Day for Loyola Blakefield as they take on Concordia Prep in their last regular season game as well for Concordia, and some high stakes for both of these teams. We'll get to those in a second. Loyola comes into this game 6-2 overall, 4-1 in the MIAA B conference, coming off a win versus John Carroll 38-3, and they have won 2 in a row. Concordia comes into the game 8-1, 5-0 in the B conference, and they have won 6 in a row. And if they win this game, they stay on top of the B conference, get the 1 seed for the playoffs. But if they lose, they go into a 3-way tiebreak between Loyola, St. Mary's, and obviously Concordia. And that'll be sorted out by the score as the kickoff goes away. Loyola to receive. Bobbling it is Michael Robinson, and he picks it up at the 10-yard line and then tackled down, not much farther by it.
Yeah, that was not the best kickoff reception that we've had all year, but, I mean, he was able to pick it up and prevent a turnover, so prevented a disaster right there.
Ball at the 13 for the Dons to get their offense going. Again, a big game for these MIAA B Conference playoffs to determine this seeding. But if Loyola does win this game no matter what, they will have a home game for at least the semifinals. Marcus Hines, the cue for Loyola, and he'll go play action and throw it out on the screen to Jaden Moore, who gets some room up past the 20-yard line. He'll be close to the first down marker.
Jaden Moore rolled out right there just to catch that ball and gain up a solid pickup of yards, and he's doing great at the wide receiver position this year. He's also been a quarterback for a couple of games, so he's a very flexible player.
So the ball is at the 20-yard line for 2nd and 3 here. Hines hands to Robinson, and Robinson is going to get turned around, and he's going to be close to the first down marker, and he's going to have it for the Dons. So 2 plays, and they get the chains moving here on their first drive.
Hines and the Don offense starting off the drive with a solid 2-play possession right there, so we're moving the chains, keeping this drive alive.
Huddle breaks with 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Hines. He's got 2 running backs, takes it, fakes it, keeps it, and doesn't get anything. Back to the line of scrimmage for 2nd down.
Yeah, offensive line got blown up right there. Defense is in the backfield almost the second that the ball was snapped, and it's not really what you want to do on a read option like that. So Hines is not able to pick up a lot of yards.
Ball at the 24, 2nd down and long. Moore motioned. Hines throws it short for Moore. He makes the catch up past the 30-yard line and down. Looks like he got the first down. We'll see it. He does.
Moore made a man miss on that, and that helped him get the yards he needed for the first down. So some quick thinking and nice instincts by Jaden Moore right there. Let's see what the Don's offense looks at. So far, their passing game has been a little bit more successful than their running game on this specific drive. We'll see if that continues.
Moore and Robinson back there with Hines. They're going to go to Moore again, and Moore is down at the 38-yard line, it looks like, for a gain of a couple.
Moore has all the receptions, I believe, for the passing offense of the Dons so far this game. And he's picking up substantial amounts of yards on each carry, so we'll see if he keeps going with this consistent yard gain.
It's 2nd and 6. Hines fakes the give to Robinson, then pitches it to Jaden Moore, and Moore's got some room. He's got a first down. He's into Concordia territory. Right up at midfield, another first down for him.
Smart read by Hines there. He did not have Robinson on the handoff, and he would have gotten blown up had he tried to keep it. So the flip out to Moore got a solid first down and a decent gain.
So not quite into Saints territory, but they are right at the 50 here.
Yeah, Dons are
for
keeping the ball moving.
Jaden Moore, now a receiver. To his left is Twist, then one out to the right. The handoff goes to Michael Robinson, and he gets 5.
Solid pickup by Robinson there. And that was just a simple run up the middle there, and back to old school football. Worked out for Loyola, though. Now into Saints territory. Spotted on the 45, I believe.
Hines hands to Robinson, who's hit behind the line of scrimmage. And down, good stop there from the Saints, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Dons tried a similar play as the one that they did on first down, but this one was not as successful. Saw Robinson get blown up at the line, and D-line for the Saints just simply kept the holes closed and pushed through. Nathaniel Jackson was just taken off for this play.
First 3rd down of the drive for the Dons to start it out. 8 minutes left in the first. Hines to throw it. Pump fake, stays on his feet to run, and he's taken down. So Concordia holds after giving up 3 first downs. And it looks like the Dons are going to punt it.
Probably a smart decision. Not exactly prime field position, but
no, they're going for it. Hines looked like he's about to run off, but just getting a play. They're going to keep the offense on the field here for 4th down.
Seems like they're going to try and keep momentum alive here. But Hines on that last play just didn't really have any options to try and tuck, but he got caught up at the line. He had some open space up the middle, though. Had he gotten by the D-line, he could have possibly picked up the first down.
Hines under center, takes it, fakes it, rolls to his right, has time, takes a shot right side, and Bull fell down and couldn't get back up, and it's incomplete, and the Saints will take over early in the first quarter.
That was a comeback route, but obviously Bull falling down kind of threw off the entire rhythm of the wide receiver to his quarterback, so that ball was thrown incomplete, although I think had he stayed on his feet, he would have been able to catch that one.
Yeah, not a bad throw there from Hines, just unlucky that Noah Bull fell down.
Now, Hines has had a good opening drive. Let's see if he can continue that kind of performance throughout the game. Another notable player on this opening drive was Jaden Moore. He got a couple of receptions and a lot of the Dons' opening drive's first yards.
So the Concordia offense takes the field with Jordan Brooks at the quarterback position, and he's under center to get it going. At their own 45, it's a handoff up the gut, and Austin gets a couple.
Well, Austin took a shot at the end of that play, but still picked up the amount of yards that he needed to get the drive started on a good note. Saints offense is going to have to perform just as good as the Dons if they want to get this win and secure the #1 seed in the playoffs.
Brooks under center again. Austin his back. He fakes to give to him. Pressure coming in, and he's down.
Wow.
Giannis Kligas got in there and hit him first, and a big-time sack to make it 3rd and long.
Kligas came in completely unblocked off the edge and on the backside of Jones right there, and just had almost no way of seeing him and hit him so hard that he did a full flip over him. So that's definitely a way to get your defense hyped up. Great play by Giannis right there. Crowd is getting into it now. This 3rd down is huge.
3rd and 15 for the Saints.
We're looking to force a 3 and out here.
Brooks in the shotgun. The Dons rush 5. He throws it short to the left. It's caught, making a move, getting upfield, and a first down for the Saints. It's still going to the 30-yard line.
Flag is thrown in the backfield, though, so the referee is waving his arms.
Everett Dingle with the catch, but it may be coming back.
Oh, that's going to be a crusher for Loyola. They had the opportunity to shut him out there, but they were not able to.
So it's going to be on the Dons. And that's going to move them to the 15-yard line now.
Well, they went from having a 3rd and 15 in their own territory to having a first from the 15-yard line in Don's territory. So complete drive changer.
A screen that goes for 30 plus 15, and that's a field flipper for the Saints now as their offense is moving. Brooks under center. Hands to Jaden Austin, who goes outside, and Austin goes the whole way to the goal line. A flag is down.
Let's see.
And we're going to get a hold on the Saints, so that'll bring it back.
And penalties have helped and hurt the Saints on this drive so far. That was a strong run. There's been a lot of good pressure from the Dons so far on this opening drive, but so far, other than that sack from Giannis Kligas, it hasn't turned out to be too much of an impact on the Saints offense. And now the ball is spotted at the 24-yard line in Don's territory. Saints are within field goal range here.
So 1st and 19 now. Jordan Brooks under center. He has 2 receivers. Jaden Austin the back. Excuse me, he's not the back. That is Keenan Gilchrist, the senior, and he gets nothing.
Really good play there from Giannis Kligas holding him up right at the line, and then he got some support from his fellow Dons to bring him down. Great tackle.
Don's looking to take advantage of the holding penalty here. Stop him up on this set of downs. They have it 2nd and long. Brooks under center again. Play action, throws it deep down the right side, and this is well overthrown. He was looking for Dingle, but that one almost out of the back of the end zone, and it's 3rd and 20.
Very much overthrown. Dingle slipped up there as well, so it was definitely an uncatchable ball. That throw right there from Brooks was just off the mark. Concordia most likely going to try a pass here. Try and pick up the yards that they need for this first down. That holding penalty this drive has been a blessing in disguise for the Dons.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. For Brooks, who's in the shotgun. His back is Jaden Austin. Takes it. Pressure across the middle, and almost caught, intended for Darian Hill, and if he caught that, he would have been in maybe. But it'll bring up a 4th down, and that'll bring on the kicking unit to try and get Concordia on the board first.
Darian Hill on a slant over the middle. He was going insanely fast. The Dons simply were just not going to be able to catch up to him had he been able to haul that in, but wasn't able to focus and bring that ball to his chest. So right now they're going to have to settle for 3. Disappointing for Concordia.
Yep. Definitely would have had a first down on 3rd and 20.
But the Dons defense took a bend, don't break response to this opening drive for Concordia.
It's a 42-yarder for Ryder Bentz. The kick's away, and it's good. Bentz from 42, and the Saints strike first. It's 3-0. We'll take a break on the Loyola Sports Network. So the Saints strike first. They're up 3-0 as Bentz, who just made the 42-yarder, goes to kick it away. Robinson takes it again. Looking for some room, and he's got it right down the middle of the field. Michael Robinson into Saints territory on the kick return. After the first one, he bobbled it and honestly completely screwed their field position. Now makes up for it.
Yeah, Michael Robinson definitely got a redemption chance there, and he took it on his senior day, able to put the Loyola offense right back where they left off. Let's see if Marcus Hines can take advantage of this great field position that he's been given and try and put Loyola back on the board in response to Concordia's earlier 3 points.
The offense takes the field at the Saints' 48-yard line.
Jaden Moore riding up as a receiver. He was a big impact on last drive. Definitely hoping to make the same kind of impact on this one.
The handoff goes to Robinson, staying on his feet, still up, fighting forward, and gets to the 45.
That looked like a horse collar tackle on Robinson, but there's no flag from the refs. Concordia holding him to a small gain. Robinson on the end around almost got some space, but got hit in the backfield, slowing him down a little bit. And crowd definitely got their say in for that one.
Yeah, they wanted a horse collar.
Not going to get it. Second down.
Jaden Moore back there with Hines, and they're going to pitch it to him, running out to the right, and he gets nothing. Maybe a yard. It's 3rd down and 6.
Don's called that play earlier last drive, and it was much more successful. This time, Concordia seemed to recognize the option there and shut it down in its tracks. Question here is how many yards they're going to pick up on 3rd down will definitely determine whether this is going to be a 4th down opportunity on this drive, or if they're just going to try and go for a field goal if they can get into range.
Yeah, they can definitely play for 4 down territory here on 3rd and 6 as Hines goes to Elliott and gets the 1st down.
Elliott, solid catch there. Took a shot at his legs, was able to hold on. It's a really clutch catch for Elliott there.
So the offense keeps moving here. 1:45 left in the first quarter. Concordia up 3-0.
Hines has been doing very well, looking confident in the pocket and making smart throws. It's just, he just needs to get rolling here.
Under center is Hines. Gets it to Robinson and runs behind some blockers and gets about 5.
A solid run by Robinson. They're getting that run game started this early in this first quarter, or late in this first quarter. But Don's offense is on a roll now after that big catch by Elliott.
Hines to Robinson again, and this time not a lot of room. Gets to about the 25, 26, and it's 3rd down and about 4.
Concordia blew that play up right where it began. Okay, Dons are definitely in field goal range here, but they're definitely going to be hoping for more. Let's see what they draw up here to try and throw something new at the Saints.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 3rd and 3. And Hines keeping it under center. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Play action, he's in trouble. He throws it short. It's caught and blown up. In there for Concordia was Cam Allen Jones, and making the catch for the Dons was Nathaniel Jackson. But that's a loss, and it's 4th down. It will conclude the first quarter, and Loyola will have a decision to make. We'll be back. So the Dons are keeping the offense out here for 4th down. As they switch the field, it'll be 4th down in about 4.
Risky decision here for the Dons.
They did not convert last time.
Seems like there's like some activity at the line for there.
Official sorting something out here.
It seemed like the spotting for the ball was a little bit off. They had to move it back 2 yards.
So they break the huddle. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hines in the shotgun. Concordia rushes 5. The pass goes to Twist, and he has the first down, it looks like. We'll see where forward progress is, and it has Twist with the first down.
Hines hesitated a little bit on the throw, but the Saints defense was not able to adjust and cover Twist in time. Twist with a good catch, and he forced his way in for that 4th down conversion. Good call by Coach Seu.
Setting the tone here early for the offense. Ball at the 21, just outside the red zone. Hand off to Robinson, and he only gets about 3.
Small pickup for the Dons on the opening of that new set of downs. It's going to make 2nd down about 7 yards. Dons are one big play here from getting themselves on the board.
Bowl and Moore go out to the left. Elliott and Twist to the right, as well as Robinson. Nobody back there for Hines, who is under center. Now he motions Robinson back towards him, fakes the give to him, back to throw, looking to run it, and he will. And he will get inside the 15, and it'll be 3rd down and short.
Pocket was collapsing around Hines there. He decided to take up the center and pick up a decent chunk of yards. And now it's 3rd and short.
First down marker is at the 11, so it'll be 3rd down in about 3. 2 or 3.
Robinson in motion on that play definitely distracted the Saints enough to give Hines some time in the pocket before it slowly broke down around him.
Hines gives to Robinson, trying to punch it forward, and he didn't get it. Barely got anything, and it's 4th down, and this time the kicking unit will come out with Connor Becks.
I want to take safe points as opposed to risking it and possibly staying off the board. Connor Becks has been consistently good throughout the season. So
this one looks like a 31-yarder for Becks. And he nails it.
yep, straight to the uprights.
So they trade field goals here. It's 3-3, 9:13 left in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back on the Loyola Sports Network. So 3-3 now the score, with Connor Becks nailing a 31-yarder. 9:13 left in the 2nd quarter as Becks is to kick it away.
First kickoff for the Dons, and it's a good one.
taken just outside the goal line. Looking for some room, patient, and taken down up past the 20-yard line. That was Keenan Gilchrist for the Saints.
Yeah. It was a good look for the kick return, but Dons were able to break a few blocks and surround the kick returner there. Good showing for the Dons today on their varsity football senior day. Stands are packed and ready to see this important game for the placement of the Dons and Saints.
Yep, high stakes for this playoff seeding. Both teams have clinched it, but home and away is important. Brooks gives it to Alston, and the ball comes out, and that's easily Loyola football.
That is a game changer for Loyola. Already in field position. Saints defense is going to be already kind of tired from their last drive, and great job by the defensive line just breaking up that play, forcing the ball out, and then pouncing on it before the quarterback even had time to react.
Ezra Carter got the recovery with no contest, and the Dons are inside the red zone to start out the drive.
That turnover is going to almost guarantee points for the Dons here. How many, though, that's still decided.
So one play, one fumble for Concordia Prep, and the Dons offense comes out.
Second quarter is being owned by the Loyola Dons.
And the Wildcat, Michael Robinson, takes the snap and just keeps it himself, fighting forward up to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down at about 1.
More in motion. Michael Robinson kept it right up the middle. There's a solid pickup of a few yards. Makes it second and short.
It'll be 2nd and 2 officially here.
Offense is rolling after the defense was able to give them back the ball in sweet field position.
They keep it in the Wildcat here and run the exact same play, and Michael Robinson gets to the 5-yard line of first down for the Dons.
Saints defense didn't seem to expect the exact same play.
Exact same play.
As the last drive down, but you know, that is a little bit of trickery there. And Moore running back to the huddle with the play. Offense is down to the 5. If they are able to punch it in, this will absolutely change the game and possibly the B conference as we know it.
So keep it in the Wildcat. Robinson motions Moore, who's going to take it off the snap, try and find his way in, and he is short. Just short. He extended his arm forward, but they're going to say it's second down and 1. Second and goal from the 1. But Moore was right there.
Dons out here are just having a time running the same play with different variations 3 times in a row. Moore bobbled that ball to himself, almost like it was drawn up. And that picked up a solid amount of yards, put him down to, what, the 1-yard line?
Yeah. Hines comes back on the field, but Loyola is going to take a timeout. 7-11 left in the second quarter. We'll be back. So the Dons looking to punch one in here. Bringing in the tight ends. They have one to the left, that's Ezra Carter, and one to the right, Adam Goose.
Some confusion from the officials here.
Are waiting for that timeout clock to run down.
And we're back.
Marcus Hines now comes back on the field. after they ran some wildcat with Micah Robinson, and Hines gonna try and punch one in for 6, and he will.
Okay, this second quarter is looking very blue and gold right now. A total of 10 points put up by the Dons offense so far, and that is going to be crushing for the Concordia offense after having an opportunity to put some points in the board, losing it to the fumble, and just having a solid amount of yards picked up on each and every play by the Loyola offense. Micah Robinson, Jane Moore, and Marcus Hines combining for that drive's touchdown.
Connor Becks to make it a 7-point advantage for the Dons. And he will. 10-3 the score here on Hargaden Field. We'll take a break here on the Loyola Sports Network. .707 left in the second quarter. The Dons now have the lead, striking the first touchdown. Marcus Hines, a 1-yard QB sneak. And Bex quickly on to kick it off again. This one goes low, taken high by Gilchrist. Now making moves, getting forward and taken down past the 25-yard line.
That kickoff return went a whole lot better for Concordia than their last one. Let's see if the offensive drive will go better than it did last time as well. Defense is well rested.
1 play, 1 fumble last time. Ball at the 29-yard line as Concordia looks to get it going.
Offense in the huddle. But Loyola's defense is probably feeling pretty confident about their second quarter performance. They've had 1 play to do it.
Brooks in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Running back is Austin. Takes it, hands to Austin. He has nothing going. That was Ezra Carter and Aiden Parson getting in there for the tackle.
Nice teamwork.
We're going to get a flag and a hold on Concordia.
Let's see, will Coach Zayu take that?
Yeah, he has a decision to make here. 2nd and 10 or 1st and 20. So they'll take it. It'll be 1st down and 20 for the Saints.
That puts Concordia in a very different position here. As opposed to 2nd and 9, they're now going to have to take a 1st and 20. Practically negating that kickoff return success.
So Brooks is going to keep it in the shotgun here for 1st and very long.
Loyola's defense in motion here.
Brooks, pressure comes in, goes right side, pass is caught by Keenan Gilchrist, the senior, or that, excuse me, that was not Keenan Gilchrist, it was Cliff Gillis. Another senior though. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Looks like the defense there on that right side of the field did not have as much presence as they did on the other side, which allowed for the 3 wideouts to each get open in their own regards.
Excuse me, 2nd down and 14.
Seems like accepting that penalty has paid off for the Dons.
The Dons rush 5. Brooks has time, throws it left side, and that goes into the Saints bench. It'll be 3rd down and 14.
That ball was overthrown by Brooks. Luckily he overthrew it into the sidelines and out of the middle of the field where Micah Robinson was waiting.
Intended was Cliff Gillis.
Don's looking to get the Saints offense off the field in what would be technically a 3 and out, unofficially a 4 and out.
The line of scrimmage is the 25-yard line. First down marker at the 39. Don's looking to hold again. Rolling to his right. Brooks is going to take the room, but he's going to get nowhere near that first down, and that'll bring out the punting unit for the Saints.
Very smart play by, I believe, Aiden Parsons. Didn't try and go in for a tackle as opposed to just forcing Brooks out of bounds before the first down marker. Knew where he was on the field, kept him out.
5:29 left in the second quarter, and the Dons are going to get it back with a 7-point lead. To punt it away is Trekis McCullough for Concordia. Shane Elliott back there to receive it for the Dons. It's away, and it's not very good. Bounces forward at midfield and
takes a Saint
rolls.
bounce.
Yeah, rolls to the 32. Got lucky there, but they'll take it, and the Dons will start their offense well, or not well, but at the 32-yard line. It could have been midfield, but good bounce off the punt.
A lot of heavy pressure up there from the special teams unit from the Dons. That punt was high and not very long, but the bounce really went in the Saints' favor here. I have to wonder if Coach Zay will try and run down the clock a little bit or if he'll try and go for some more points.
Jaden Moore, the quarterback now for the Dons. He's going to keep it himself on the read option, and Moore using his elusiveness and gets close to the first down line. We'll see where they spot it. And it is a first down.
Moving those chains early in the drive. Moore right now looking great throughout this game, along with Micah Robinson and Marcus Hines. But you also got to note that the offensive line throughout this game has been really solid, not allowing a whole lot of pressure to get through on any of these plays.
3 bunch to the right now. Moore motions as he's in at receiver. Hines the cue, and it's thrown to Moore, and he is crushed.
That's a hard hit right in the hip from Jane Moore. Good to see him get up.
Trekis McCullough, the junior, with a big tackle there, and it's second down and 9.
Seems like Hines wanted to get the ball out quick to Jane Moore, as all of his other options were being held up in the secondary. So Concordia saw that quick look from Hines towards Moore and blew up the play right where it began. And that'll be a timeout by Loyola.
Yep, second of the half. We'll take a break here on the Loyola Sports Network. So second and 9 now for Loyola. Marcus Hines under center. Motions Jackson, hands to Robinson, and Micah Robinson gets some room, and the senior on senior day picks up a first down. He's been a force in the running game for the Dons.
Yeah, Micah Robinson and Jaden Moore have combined for a solid amount of yards. That one right there had Robinson just forcing back the defense single-handedly. Good blocking. I think he hit someone with a stiff arm and almost broke another tackle before being taken down by a couple of Saints. Right now, that puts them into Saints territory on the 44, I believe.
So the offense has not had much trouble so far in this game. Even on the drive where they didn't convert on fourth down, they were moving, got 3 first downs. Hines throws it back for Moore, who makes the catch. He's in trouble. He can throw it wide open, and it's caught by Leo Twist. What a play call. Touchdown, Loyola.
Took advantage of the Saints not expecting Jaden Moore. Oh, there's a flag. This could be tragic.
A flag is down. The play definitely was legal. It was thrown behind. I don't know if they're going to call that back. They're signaling for an illegal forward pass. That's an unbelievable call. I mean,
yeah, I would agree
we're
with you
standing
there.
right in front of this line, and that definitely did not.
I thought that was a screen pass thrown behind Jaden. I thought that was the reason that he wasn't able to haul
Now,
it
if
in.
he throws it forward behind the line of scrimmage, you can't throw it forward again, but that was definitely thrown backwards. That's not the right call.
No, wow, after missing the horse collar call on the second drive, you would have hoped that they would have gotten all the calls in their favor on this one, but.
A huddle from the officials.
Jaden Moore with his arms up in the air.
Coach Zayu definitely upset about it. Jaden knows.
Okay. Touchdown, Loyola.
And they overturn it. Yep.
That was the right decision by the officials.
Definitely the right decision. Good for them to talk it over. And a great play call. And the Dons have a 2-possession lead.
A trick play by Loyola got them the points that they need to take a commanding lead over the Saints. And a solid trick play right there, taking advantage of the Saints thinking that Jaden Moore would, as he had earlier in the drive, take a screen pass. They tried to blow it up, put all their forces there, and Jaden Moore, he's got that arm. We've seen him play quarterback. Hit up Leo Twist deep. And the Saints were just completely unprepared. Beautiful play calling by Coach Zayu.
So 2 officials talking with the Concordia coach, asking for an explanation.
Not looking quite happy about that.
You know, it's hard to have a flag and pick it up, but it definitely was the right call.
Yeah. I mean, the hesitation by the officials was probably a bit confusing for Concordia, but overall, Loyola's hyped up right now. There seems to be some confusion on the field. Are they throwing a challenge flag, or? No, you can't even do that. Okay, play is resumed.
So now we're set to go as Bex tries to make it 17-3. And he does
14
exactly that. 17-3, 3:44 left in the second quarter. We'll take a break on the Loyola Sports Network. So Bex to kick it off 3 times in a row now. As the offense has scored 17 unanswered, this one goes low and taken at the goal line by the Saints. Gilchrist still going and down at about the 30-yard line.
Solid blocking by the Saints. Gone to the second layer of the Dons kick return unit.
So the Saints have really killed themselves with penalties here in this first half. As that last drive stunted by an early holding call, then, you know, they had it at the 15-yard line, and a holding had them settle for 3, so avoiding that.
Halftime discussion will
here.
focus on the penalties for the Saints, that's for sure.
Brooks looking with more passing looks. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Austin his back. The Dons rush 6. Brooks gets it away, and it is caught. And fighting forward is Marquise Edmond. He gets about 5-second down.
Solid pickup for the Saints. Looked like looked like Brooks took a shot after throwing that ball. No call. Gain of 4, I believe he said.
Brooks looking left. Now he's going to look to run. He's got a first down and slides down at the 42. And a late hit there, I believe, well, from, we'll see which team. Flags came out.
We'll see who this is called on, because it looked like one of Loyola's players accidentally jumped over the downed Saints player. Got knocked back a little bit, but I would argue that that's a no call. Seemed like an accident on both sides.
So it's going to be on Concordia, it looks like.
That'd be a drive killer right there.
So it's 15 yards. It was after the play was over. So it's going to be first down, I believe.
Renewed downs, but that's still gonna be a solid knock on this drive. New downs, but similar field position.
And it's going to be 1st and 10, not 1st and 25. So it just backs them up, really restarts the drive.
So these penalties have been a killer for the Concordia offense.
Brooks looking left. Now he's out to run to his right. Goes intended for Cliff Gillis, but it was way behind him.
That thing. Brooks was under a lot of pressure there. None of his receivers were able to get open quick, and quick is what you need to be against this Don's defense today. Pocket kind of broke down around him, rolled out to the right, but was not able to make an accurate throw while on the run.
And Concordia, down 14 now, seems to have abandoned this run game.
Yeah, you don't want to waste a lot of time.
Only 2:24 left in the first half.
If the Dons can get any more points on the board by the end of this half, that would be a huge game changer.
And the Saints probably just looking to get to the half, maybe get some points here, but they will receive to start it. Get something restarted as this one goes for Gillis, and it's caught for the first down. Good throw from Brooks, and they're up past the 45-yard line.
That's the first successful long throw for Brooks this game, and it comes at a huge moment for this offense. They needed something to get going, and they might have just gotten it. Secondary kind of collapsed around there. Brooks threw a pump fake, then looked, threw a dart straight to his receiver, Gillis.
The Saints at the 47, their own 47. But that gets the drive going again. Jaden Austin, the back for Jordan Brooks. Brooks to throw it again. Has time, rolls to his right. Under pressure, now gets one away, and it was to nobody. As getting in there for the Dons was Trevor Szymanski trying to chase him down.
Yeah, even with the pump fake that had Szymanski kind of stutter a little bit there.
Well, they're going to talk about a intentional grounding here.
Yeah, Szymanski was closing in.
He threw that to nobody.
Well, he threw it to the Dons defense is what he almost did.
And a flag does come out. So another penalty for the Saints here.
Yeah, that intentional grounding call will set them back a lot if that is what the penalty is on. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Sounds like Concordia's crowd and coaches are not very happy with that late call.
So that will back them up 15, and it'll make it 2nd and 25.
Penalties have had a huge impact on not only this game, but this drive for Concordia and honestly Loyola as well.
Excuse me, 3rd and 25. That is a loss of down. So, I mean, that is just killer.
Exactly. Concordia's crowd is getting into it here with 2:07 left on the clock for this first half. As long as Loyola doesn't let up a huge amount of points, they might be able to get the offense off the field for Concordia.
Concordia looking to pass here, and they will, trying to get it. Taking a shot,
Whoa.
left side. Gillis, the receiver, and he's going to play defense, and he's going to get flagged for offensive pass interference. Michael Robinson was looking to pick that one off, and he just pushed him down.
Yeah, that was he wasn't trying to hide a whole lot there. He fully just shoved him. That was Robinson had a shot to catch it there, but I believe you said it was Gillis.
They'll decline that.
Yeah, smart
because
move.
it would repeat the down, and they don't want that, so it'll be 4th down. That's a good play from Cliff Gillis.
Yeah. Prevented the interception, and now the punting unit will come in.
So 3 straight drives now for the Saints of no points.
Penalties this game have gone more in favor of the Dons throughout. Most of them came in the second quarter, though, with a few in the first, but majority in the second.
Trekis McAuliffe is the punter for the Saints. And he drops the punt, picks it up. Now he's to run it, and he's got nothing. Taken down, ball comes out. They're going to rule him down. The tackle was Nathaniel Jackson, and that wasn't Trekis McAuliffe, excuse me. That was Ryder Bentz.
Now that right there is a huge play.
And another mistake. Great field position now. The ball at the 31-yard line of the Saints for the Dons to start the offense, and Concordia has not come to play.
Not at all. Right now, the punter almost made a huge play by picking up that 4th down, but he was chased down and almost fumbled the ball, but rolled down by contact. But Loyola's offense set with 1 minute and 50 seconds of game time to get this drive off the ground. Quarterback is Hines for this drive.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Hines throws it on the slip screen. Micah Robinson, patient with his blockers, and is going to be taken down by Josh Derry, and he comes up slowly. It's 2nd down and 7.
Robinson kind of was held up by the amount of blockers that he had and then bounced it out to the right to pick up an additional 1 or 2 yards.
Don's moving quickly, 1:23 left in the first half. Hines in trouble. Now, patient throws it up for Ezra Carter, and it's incomplete. A lot of contact there. No flag, and Carter pleading his case. That definitely looked like there was a chance for PI, but no call.
Officiating this game has come up almost every single play. It's a tough game for the refs, but Ezra Carter was definitely pleading his case there. Luckily, he didn't go too far.
So 3rd down and 7.
It's a nice little jump pass, though, from Hines.
Yeah, patient. Right idea, and if there wasn't that contact, Carter could have had that.
Definitely
as the huddle breaks with 2 to the left, 1 to the right.
Crowd getting into it.
Carter twists, Bull to receivers. Time for Hines, throws it across the middle for Bull, and the senior makes a big time catch for the first down. To the 15-yard line into the red zone. The Dons move with 1:05 left in the second quarter.
There was a lot of contention for that catch right there, but Bull was able to haul it in, bring it to his chest, and get down.
A minute to go here, and they're going to spike it. They only have one timeout left.
It's a smart play. Keep his timeout so that he can drain this clock down enough where Coach Zayu, that is, if he wants to, he could either kick a field goal or try and run it up the middle if they get close enough, not have to worry about time being a factor.
They have a minute left. That was maybe a little early for a spike there. As the clock, I believe, stopped after the first down, then kept going, but want to preserve some clock here. Two bunched out to the left with Moore and Twist, one to the right, which is Noah Bull. Hines throws it up for Bull into the end zone, and it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there again, but nothing called. That'll stop the clock as it's an incompletion, but it is still third down. Chains are up near the goal line, though, so if they're even able to get down to the 1 yard line, that'll reset all the downs and give them as many chances as they can get in this minute left.
Line of scrimmage is the 13-yard line here for third down and 10. Nobody in the backfield for Marcus Hines as he moves Elliott to the far outside, motions Micah Robinson, pressure coming in, but we're gonna get a whistle. Jumping that was Gabe MacArthur, and the linebacker almost read it perfectly, but just offsides, and that'll be 5 yards for the Dons.
That'll be a really good penalty for the Dons, as it'll get them closer to that first down marker and obviously close to the end zone.
Hines drops back to throw. Time, throws it short for Micah Robinson, who bounces out to the right, but a good tackle, but he's not down yet. He almost had him and then fighting forward. And it is going to be fourth down. 33 seconds left.
Good effort by Micah Robinson.
Gonna come out.
Yeah. Good job trying to fight for it. Coach Zayu's going to just take what he can get here with that field goal, not risk anything. And that's a smart decision, as it'll make it a three-score game. Yeah, three-score game.
13 seconds left. They're taking their time. Looks like Zayu is going to call a timeout here. And he will with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Draining that clock, making it so that Concordia has no real opportunities here to score in this second half, or at the end of the first half.
We'll be back for the field goal attempt. So 3 seconds left in the second half, 17, or in the first half, excuse me, 17-3 the score. Don's trying to make it 20-3 with Bex having a 24-yarder, and Concordia's going to try and ice him.
That might not work on Connor Bex. He's been solid.
This is a big kick to make it a 3-possession game. Concordia will receive the second half kickoff.
Concordia definitely needs this halftime break because right now they're just going to have to try and regroup and come together as an offense, as their offensive unit has not been spectacular throughout this game.
Killed by penalties.
And a couple of key mistakes, such as that fumbled punt, have crippled the offense and put the defense in a lot of rough positions.
So Bex with a 24-yard attempt to hold it for him is Aiden Parson, the senior. And the senior Bex on senior day trying to make himself get 2 field goals. And he will. Right down the middle, 20-3 the score. The Dons in front as the first half ends. Trying to get some good placement for the MIAB Conference playoffs. We'll be back for the start of the second half. And we're back here. The Dons leading 22-3 to start out this second half. And obviously, Concordia's got to score more than 20 points to get back into this game, but, or 20 points at least. But, defensively, they have to stop Loyola. And, what do they have to do to stop that, Asher?
Well, their offense is doing fine, but their defense is doing much better than the offensive unit for Concordia. And right now, what they need to do defensively is put a stop to Jaden Moore, Micah Robinson, and Marcus Hines, because those three are leading the Dons offense down the field. Not only with Jaden Moore and Micah Robinson going into consistent motions, but Marcus Hines has been making smart reads and solid calls throughout this game to get the Loyola Dons offense the 20 points that we now have. On the offensive side for Concordia, they just simply need to cut down on penalties. That's been a real drive killer so far throughout this game. And if they're able to do that and get their running game started, Loyola's going to have a much closer game on their hands. Right now, Loyola's just got to keep doing what they're doing on both sides of the ball, though.
So Connor Becks is to kick it off to Concordia, who is now on the field to take one back. It's Keenan Gilchrist to receive this kick.
Bex's kickoffs have been solid throughout this game. Let's see if he can keep that going. Whoa.
Gilchrist takes it right around the goal line, trying to find room, and he gets none. That was Nathaniel Jackson getting in there for the tackle. And a good start for the Dons defense to get this second half underway.
Yeah, not the kind of start that you want from the kicking unit, but not exactly a drive killer. They're still in this. Let's see if Concordia can follow those points that we outlined at the beginning of this half and try and get their penalties down, their offensive game back on track. Probably going to start off passing because of the amount of clock that they have. They only have one half left, and they have a lot of points to go.
Ball at the 17. Jordan Brooks in the shotgun. Looking their pass away back into it, but they're going to hand it off to start it out, and watch out. A big hole for Austin. He's up to midfield.
Yep. That's the kind of play that the Concordia needed, and like I said, no flags on the field, and that's an offensive running game that they just got fired up.
And here comes the energy for the Saints.
Cowbells are ringing.
They're right at the 50-yard line.
That's the first big running play that we've really seen so far from Concordia. We had one big screen earlier this game, but
Austin gets it again, and he's blown up right in that jumble there. And Forward Progress will have him with nothing.
There's some yelling as number 45 on the Dons kept holding on to the leg, but no flag thrown, as that is a gain of no yards, I believe, from Austin on the Concordia side.
2nd and 10 for the Saints.
Crowd's getting into it after that big play by Austin. Defensively, Loyola has got to put a stop to the amount of yards that we just gained from Concordia.
No receivers to the left for Brooks. He's got 3 to the right. Takes it, throws it short, and it is caught. It was Keenan Gilchrist, the running back, and it may have been better if he just dropped that, as they're going to lose 3.
Pocket kind of collapsed around Brooks, but that's how it's supposed to be on the screen. But Giannis Kligas with a really good read, saw that the halfback was sliding out, put a stop to it, got him on the ground, and ended that play.
So the defense has been stiff all game, looking to continue that here. A 3rd and 13 for the Saints.
Probably going to be a pass here. But this is definitely a point in the game where 4th down is a playable one for the offense.
3 receivers to the right for Jordan Brooks. Austin, the running back, drops back to throw, has time, steps up from behind. He's taken down by Trevor Szymanski.
Had no way of seeing Szymanski as he broke out of his block and got Brooks to the ground. That might end the opportunity of a 4th down conversion. Let's see.
You're right. Did not see Szymanski at all. Good that he even held on to it. As Szymanski is 6'5", 270, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, that is a menacing player to see running towards you. And it's even worse when you don't see him. Punting unit is out. Last time that they tried punting, it did not go so great.
Elliott, too, received the punt. Bentz gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just short of the 30-yard line by Shane Elliott. And the Dons looking to pile it on now. Concordia could be in trouble here.
Punting for Concordia this game has been not the best. First one got a lucky bounce. Second one was a fumbled snap, and the third one was recovered at the 30-yard line. So decent field positioning for Loyola.
So it's going to be marked right at the 30. And now you can just say no turnovers, and if you can keep your defense stiff, there's not going to be a way Loyola is going to lose this game.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Hines hands to Robinson. Robinson gets some room. Watch out. Micah Robinson makes a move. Past the 40, past the 35, and out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Micah Robinson, a huge run there, and they're into Saints territory.
Micah Robinson saw Concordia's Austin running back's big pickup and said, I want one too. So he went, got it, and just completely flipped the field position there. Loyola's offense proving that they can just pick right back where they left off from the first half. And they are having a pretty good day. Second and seemingly third quarter is going good.
Brooklyn Jones now the back, and he gets to the 30-yard line for a gain of a couple. Second down.
Well, the Concordia defense is already not filling out the points that we were talking about at the end of that first half. They were not able to stop Micah Robinson, that's for sure. As Robinson put a couple moves on number 5 on Concordia, Josh Derry, and got a lot of extra yards off of that. So now we're at the 30-yard line for Loyola.
Nobody back there for Hines. Now they bring on Ezra Carter. Michael Robinson motion and gets it on the end around. Runs to the left and gets to the 25-yard line. It's third and short.
There was some confusion before that play. It seemed that Don was not able to get on the field in time, or Ezra Carter got on just before. Ezra Carter is a sophomore. There's a lot of sophomore presence on the Don's offense and defense, so it's good to see some future generations.
Hines under center. Hands to Jones. First down, Loyola.
Flag is thrown.
A flag is down, though. And it's on the Dons.
Oh, that's not good for their drive. Possibly killing it here, depending on which penalty it is. See what they signal for. Holding. So that's a 10-yard penalty.
So that'll make it third and about 8 for the Dons from the 30-yard line.
They're still in field goal range, I believe, with Connor Becks. But
Robinson the back, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Hines in the shotgun. Drops back to throw, looks right, now is just gonna dump it off short for Micah Robinson, trying to make moves, has a stiff arm and has nothing. And now this is gonna be a long field goal for Becks if they're gonna give him a try.
This doesn't really look like the part of the field that you're going to be punting from.
No, they're going to go for it.
Ooh,
On
that.
4th and 8.
Yeah, that's daring.
6:10 left in the third quarter as that clock runs down. This is a huge, huge play in the game.
If they're
Concordia
able to
needs to
this,
stop them.
absolutely. If they're able to convert this, this could clinch the game if they're able to get points on the board.
Hines drops back, has time, takes a shot for Ezra Carter. Intercepted.
But is that a good decision to intercept that ball?
No, it's not. It's Trekis McAuliffe, the junior, with the pick.
It depends where they spawn him.
But that's practically a punt.
Yeah, that was not a good. If I'm on Concordia, I'm not celebrating that. Yeah, no.
But so I believe it is a touchback. So it's only going to be about 10 yards.
Let's see. The spotting on this is
yeah,
crucial.
it is going to be a touchback.
Okay, must have landed in the end zone. But that was almost a big mental error from Concordia. Slightly worse field positioning than had that ball been dropped. Concordia's offense is going to line up here, hoping to put some points on the board.
5:44 left in the third quarter. Concordia has to get something going here. Here's a little bit of room. Oh, what a move! And he's past the 35-yard line. Keenan Gilchrist makes a great juke there, and that is a first down for the Saints.
Noah Bull had almost no shot on Keenan Gilchrist. But that certainly fired them up. Got him a solid, like 8 yards extra, I'd say. Good pickup.
Good blocking to give him some room to make that move. And Concordia, a nice little run to start the drive, but they got to keep it going.
Yeah, this happened last drive. Let's see if they can keep it consistent.
Brooks has 3 to his left. Takes it, hands it off to Gilchrist, and he gets a nice little gain up past the 45-yard line. It'll be second down and short at the 46.
I believe the tackle was made by number 88 for the Dons, A.J. Szymanski, brother of Trevor Szymanski. So they are two very notable players on the Dons side of the ball. Four minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Time is a factor in this game already with the amount that they need to score to get back into it.
Brooks is under center. Here for second and short, hands it, and Austin lost the football. Whistles came in, they're gonna say he was down.
It might be a Don down on the field. There's a couple of players getting slow to get up.
And that is going to move the chains.
Yeah, number, I think 58 or 85, can't tell. Yeah, that's 58. Good to see him get up and walk off.
So the ball is at midfield here, just where the Saints were last time. 4:11 left in the third quarter. Down 17. Time a factor. Maybe want to move a little quickly here. I think some of these Concordia fans want them to move with some pace as that clock runs down.
Yeah, I don't blame them. 17 points down, you gotta hope that the Loyola offense is, as a Concordia fan, you gotta hope the Loyola offense is not as efficient as running clock, because right now they don't have a whole lot of time to get back in this.
It's going to be a handoff to Gilchrist. And the ball came out and picked up by the Dons, and they got it.
Yep, that's a drive killer, possibly a game ender. Wow. Second.
Not ruled down this time, and another turnover for the Saints.
Don's defense has been playing like this all game long. 2 fumble recoveries, both of them forced by the Dons defense, and honestly they are keeping the Concordia offensive presence at a minimum over this so far. Let's see if Marcus Hines can lead his offense to another score.
Now in seemingly true clock mode as they go with the Wildcat with Michael Robinson, and we're going to get a whistle and a, looks like a false start on the Dons.
Saints fans are not happy right now. But remember, in games like these, there was only one big play away from changing how the game is going. Momentum currently in Loyola's favor. Let's see if they can keep it that way.
So they keep it in the Wildcat. Robinson takes the snap high. He's just going to go straight up the gut and get nothing.
That's
actually fought forward for about 3 or 4.
Another motion play from Moore and Robinson there. It's definitely throwing the Saints off, having to account for so many variables on the Dons offense. Offensive line was trying to pick up some extra yards, but they were not able to push the pile.
Ball at the 45. They keep it in the Wildcat, or excuse me, they're going to go under center this time with Hines. He gets bumped into, and now he's in trouble, and he is sacked.
Thrown down there by number 52.
Terrell Barty, the senior, with the solo sack. And that will make it 3rd down and very long as the defense standing strong here in the second half. But the offense really doing nothing for the Saints.
Yeah, Hines had a little, it seemed like his rhythm was thrown off when he got bumped into early in that play and led to that sack from Terrell Barty, who got in the backfield early.
To the left, 2 to the right for Marcus Hines in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. Pressure coming in. Rolls to his left. He's going to throw it deep down the field for Jaden Moore, who goes up to grab it, and he caught it.
Wow. Jaden Moore, another crucial part of the Dons offense, going up and making a huge catch. Perfectly thrown by Hines in a place in between 2 Concordia defenders that only Moore could get it, and Moore certainly got it, jumping high into the air to pull that in.
3rd and forever, and they convert as Moore goes flying into the air and keeps his feet in. And now at the 35-yard line, the Dons are driving.
That might give the Dons an opportunity to roll this clock down the entire way for the 3rd quarter. The score of this game does affect the B Conference, however, not just Concordia and Loyola, but other teams as well.
High snap to Robinson, who goes up the middle, and the Wildcat working out as Robinson gets 8.
Concordia's defense has no answer for Robinson and this Dons offense right now.
As that clock is going to juice out, and that's the way the Dons want to keep it.
Yeah, Coach Zayu definitely playing to keep this clock rolling, and they haven't been able to stop the run game, so no reason to fix something that isn't broken.
Robinson has trouble with the snap, now picks it up, and he's taken down way behind the line of scrimmage by Keenan Gilchrist.
I wonder why I even speak sometimes, man. Oh, okay. Well, that was the same play that they've been running consistently throughout this game, but right there, that was the first miscue on the running department that we've seen all game. Luckily, he was able to pick it up and prevent a serious mistake that could have put Concordia right back in this.
So a gain of 8 and then a loss of 8, and it's 3rd and 10. Hines, pressure comes in and gets out of it, throws it, intercepted.
Michael Hines, Hines is in some serious trouble there, and was just trying to get it out of there, but you would have hoped that he wasn't going to force it. He did. Intercepted from Concordia.
Marcus Hawkins, the sophomore, with the pick. And that's a big play there. Although they didn't seem to be in any sort of field goal range. Would have been a long one for Beck, so.
Both of Hines' interceptions haven't been too detrimental to the offense, but they have both come in the third quarter. So the
Ball
offense
is at the 20, and now it's up to the offense again for Concordia, which just has not been great.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Offense for Concordia has got to keep these turnovers, these penalties down to a minimal and just focus on the basics. Loyola's had an answer for everything they've thrown at them.
Nobody back there for Brooks, looking left, throws it left, and it's dropped. Gillis was the intended receiver, and that's got to be hauled in.
Yeah, at this point in the game, these kind of crucial catches, such as the one that we saw dropped earlier from number 14, Darian Hill, these are important catches that are just not being hauled in, and that's a simple mistake that you just can't make.
Only 13 seconds left in this third quarter.
So far, the Concordia sideline has not been playing as big of a factor in the second half as they did in the first.
Nobody back there again for Brooks. 3 to his left, 2 to his right. Drops back to throw, has time, throws it deep down the field. He's got a man, but he overthrew him. Intended was Josh Derry, and if he caught that, he could have been gone.
Yeah, he was on a one-on-one, and he certainly won it.
And we've seen that consistently throughout the game, Brooks overthrowing his men.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's had one large completion throughout this game, but I think he's also made 3 overthrows, if I remember correctly. So it's best to keep this run game consistent as they have. But Loyola has made it so they don't really have the option of a run game with the time as it is. 8 seconds left in the third quarter.
Big third down. Brooks throws it left. Gillis intended, not even close. And it's 4th down.
Another overthrow from Brooks, as we were talking about before that play started. Punting unit out, which is another drive wasted. They simply can't really afford to do that here.
And I believe 16 seconds was on the clock to start this drive, and now 4 seconds left, and it's 4th down.
3 throws, 3 incompletions. Let's see if this punt is more successful than his other ones.
Elliott back to receive it, and it won't even come close to getting there. Out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, and that will conclude the third quarter of play. We'll be back on the Loyola Sports Network, 20-3 Loyola. So back for the start of the fourth quarter. The Dons with good field position. Jaden Moore, the quarterback now, is going to fake the give to Brooklyn Jones, and watch out, he's got a hole, makes a move. Jaden Moore is gone. Touchdown, Dons.
Yep, that's a great way to start the fourth quarter and virtually end this game. That is now a four-score game, and there's not much hope left for the Concordia team. Jaden Moore, great move out in the open to extend his play, and his speed kills.
Too elusive for the Saints, and this game just got out of hand.
Connor Becks to kick the extra point, but even if he missed it, we would still be in fantastic position.
Becks for the extra point.
And that
27-3, 11:51 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be back on the Loyola Sports Network. So Becks to kick it off with a 24-point cushion for the Dons. Three
Good
touchdowns and 3 extra points needed for Concordia as Gilchrist runs out of bounds up past the 30-yard line. 11:45 left in the fourth quarter, and now desperation time.
Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it. Probably is going to throw a couple of deep passes, which have not been as consistently good for Concordia. But this is looking to be a blowout for Loyola.
Ball at the 33-yard line. Good return there from Keenan Gilchrist, the senior, playing in his last regular season game of his high school career. Jordan Brooks in the shotgun. He's going to keep it and get nothing. 3 guys in there for the Dons.
Szymanski, Kligus, and other Szymanski. Both AJ and Trevor were in there for the tackle. Surprised they ran it there, but they might just be going over some simple rotations of plays, trying to run this clock down and get out of here, but I'd be surprised if we're doing that this early in the fourth quarter.
Second down and 10. Brooks drops back to throw this time, goes across the middle, and it hit the hand of Gillis, but thrown behind him, a flag is down.
Down by the line of scrimmage, so we'll see if it was a late hit or something like that.
It's definitely after the incompletion, and we're going to get a roughing the passer, and that's a free 15.
Yeah, and that penalty is definitely not what you want to see here late in the game. You can't be giving up something like that that could possibly get the Saints back in this game. Don't want to see that. Late game miscues. And the ball is being respotted, it looks like, yeah.
Ball now spotted at the 48-yard line of Concordia.
See what Concordia is going to do with their first play of this new set of downs.
3 to the right, 1 to the left for Jordan Brooks. The Dons rush 5. Brooks looking right, in trouble, and he's down. Got away from the initial tacklers and then taken down by A.J. Szymanski at the 45-yard line.
Good pressure there from the Loyola Dons. They've been having consistently good pressure throughout the game with a couple of sacks and a lot of plays blown up in the backfield.
So the Saints moving quickly now.
Oh.
The Dons rush 4. Brooks looking left, and it's on the ground, and Brooks got it back. As he cocked it back, it was knocked loose.
Antosaka.
But falls on it at the 39-yard line, and it's 3rd down and a lot.
Number 8, Antosaka was in there on both the play before and that fumble was caused by him as well. So he has been doing quite well on this drive off the edge. 8 on 8.
9:56 left in the 4th quarter. Brooks is back to throw, looking right, throws it deep down the right side for Darian. It's overthrown.
And out of bounds. I think Brooks ended up on the ground somehow. Comes up holding his leg.
Ryder Bentz, the punter now, on to send it to the Don side as no point to go for it on 4th and this long.
All right, now 9 minutes and 46 seconds left in this game. And Concordia seems to just be trying to waste it out.
The sophomore is blocked. Loose on the ground, still loose. What? And taken by the Dons at the about 10-yard line.
Yeah, that about sums up this game right now.
Just kept rolling and rolling. Many woes on the special teams, especially the punting. And this could really get ugly now.
Yeah, at this point, Loyola just was kind of waiting for another miscue. And they've been doing that throughout the game. Every time that the Saints have had a mistake, Loyola's been there ready to take advantage of it, whether it be fumbles, mistakes on the special teams, or miscues in the defense. Loyola's been striking consistently. And last drive, we got a touchdown on the very first play using Jaden Moore and his speed. Now Marcus Hines lining up at quarterback, trying to replicate that last drive.
Hines under center. The back is Robinson. Gives it to Robinson. He finds some room. Micah Robinson still on his feet, and he can walk in for 6.
Feels good on the senior day.
And boy, did they come to play on both sides of the ball on senior day.
Exactly. Micah Robinson is having a time today. He's had big plays, he's had a touchdown now, and he's been having fun. A lot of notable seniors today have been playing well. One of them up now, Connor Becks.
Becks hasn't missed today, trying to continue it.
Trying to get into Charles.
And he does.
Yep.
31-point lead for the Loyola Dons here with 9:27 left in the 4th quarter.
Concordia's crowd is still here, though, so they're still out showing support for their football team. So are the Dons. Good to see the support on from both schools at this important varsity football game that is going very well for blue and gold.
Yeah, and well, that means Concordia, we don't know exactly how the tiebreak works, but this may put the Dons in front of the B conference and have the 1 seed for the playoffs.
Yeah.
But definitely we'll have a home game for the playoffs.
Absolutely. With this commanding of a lead this late in the game, I think it's safe to say that the Loyola Dons have wrapped this game up. So that'll change the B conference as it looks right now. to being very much in favor of the Dons.
Connor Becks gets one away. Gilchrist lets it bounce in front of him, takes it in, and has nothing doing.
That one right there was not the best look for the kick return team, as Connor Becks has been consistently good throughout this game on the kicking side. Shows yet again why he's the starter. Right now, 9:24 still left to play in this game. For Concordia right now, it's kind of a just wasting out the clock. There is a new quarterback in though, number I think 12. Number 12, Justin Hunter.
It's Keyshawn Mister, actually, the quarterback.
Yeah, I was
as
wrong.
He's going to keep it and get back to the line of scrimmage as a flag comes flying in.
Keyshawn Mister is a sophomore at Concordia. Seems to be their backup quarterback. Also plays defensive back. And that is a face mask on Loyola. Right now, these penalties aren't doing much to change this game other than making it maybe a little bit of a longer film session for the Dons after this. Empty backfield, though.
3 to the right, 2 to the left for Mister. Now running back motion to his side as he's going to roll to his right, throw across the middle, man wide open. It's Derry, and he's into Loyola territory past the 45-yard line.
Good play by Mister to roll out to the right side of the pocket and throw a dart straight down the middle of the field, pick up a solid gain of yards.
Ball at the 44-yard line now for the Saints. Coming into this game, the 1 seed in the B conference, and have met their match. Only loss was to Avalon, but have beat every other team, and today they've gotten it handed to them. Mister rolls to his left, throws it behind Dingle, and it's incomplete.
That one right there was thrown a little bit behind. We've seen that a couple times today, balls being thrown behind receivers and in front of them from Concordia. They are one of the better teams in the B conference, though, so this showing from Loyola has a promising look for the future and the playoffs of the B conference.
A lot of missed opportunities for this Concordia offense, just in the passing game, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Running game has been pretty good, but they've been forced to pass a lot.
Mister to run it, and out of bounds, just a couple, and it's third down.
Brooks, if you were the offensive coordinator right now for Concordia, what do you want to do? You want to run the ball out, or are you just kind of looking to get a couple of big plays in?
Well, I just think, you're trying to feel out guys, see what they can do at the end of the game, see what Mister brings to the table, get him some minutes. Only a sophomore, so get him some time, see what he can do.
Yeah, I would agree.
This isn't, this is play football, but, just seeing what guys can do, that's got to be the focus.
Yeah, it's a good strategy to take at the end of a game like this one. Just see who performs late game.
Mister rolls to his right. Now he's going to take a deep shot. It's a 50-50 ball, and it's won by Concordia. Jalen Harcum, touchdown Dons. Saints.
Huge jump ball there. Noah Bull got beat over the top, and it was pulled in by number 19 for the Saints. And like we were saying, that's the kind of play. Mister just proved that he's able to perform late game. And as a sophomore, that must feel really good.
Jumped right over Noah Bowl. And that's about really the only good thing that has happened, the only touchdown for the Saints.
But interesting, and it was another sophomore that he was throwing to, Jalen Harcum. So, sophomore representation at the end of this game for the Saints. Very impressive play, though, for him to be able to get over Noah Bull and bring it in.
And we're going to get a timeout from the Dons. 7:52 left in the fourth quarter. 34-9. The Dons are in front. We'll take a break. So they're going to go for two here, and it's a run up the middle, and they do not get it.
That was number 9, Jaden Alston, the backup running back, who is a nope, not the backup running back, the starting running back, who we've seen consistently throughout this game. And he's been playing well. On that one, he was not able to get in, but he's been a bright spot in a relatively poor showing from the Concordia Saints, as he had a couple of big plays, decent yards gained from him. Well, the sun is setting today, and it's also setting on the B Conference regular season. So we'll see how this game will affect the playoff look for the B Conference. I do believe that it means that Loyola will have a couple of home games, at least one. But who it is against, I do not know.
I don't know for a fact, but I would think that this win would make the Dons the 1 seed in the B Conference, Concordia the 2 seed, St. Mary's the 3 seed, and Boys Latin would be the 4 seed, and the Dons would play Boys Latin.
Onside kick attempt here. Recovered by the Dons.
Marcus Hines taking that one in as Concordia. I don't know, are they trying to win the game still?
I mean, it's good to show that you're still trying as a coach. It's probably, it would be demoralizing as a player, I think, if my coach was giving up on a game. So it's good that he's showing them that he still believes in them. Calling plays like that one from Mr. with the deep bomb down the left side and doing onside kicks. Anything to show your guys that you still believe in them. You still think that there's a chance. But not a large one for them to come back, to say the least.
Ball at the 49-yard line for the Dons. Hines hands to Jones, and Brooklyn Jones gets about 3.
Brooklyn Jones has gotten some carries throughout this game. That one right there, not a huge chunk of yardage, but yardage nonetheless. More importantly than the yards is the amount of time that's going off the clock right now in this blowout, 34-9. And like we were saying at the beginning of this second half, defense for Concordia kind of had to put a stop to Moore, Robinson, Hines, and any other offense, and for the Dons, and they really were not able to. Both Moore and Hines got some touchdowns in the second half, and they're looking for more. Yeah.
Robinson runs left.
Ooh.
And gets close to the marker. He's going to be a couple yards shot.
End of that play, knocked down number 11, Trekis McCullough for Concordia. But Robinson getting some playing time in on his senior day. He's certainly gotten enough throughout this game. He's been a big contributor on the offensive side of the ball. And on the defensive side, I believe he plays safety on the defense. And mostly running back on the offensive side. Hines under center.
Hines hands up the middle for Robinson, and a flag is going to come in as Robinson was short. Looking like a face mask.
Yeah, I would agree.
Here on the Saints.
Went down a little bit awkwardly. Thing about Robinson, though, is he consistently fights for yards after every play. We've seen it throughout this game, and even on that last play.
So that'll make it an automatic first down as the Dons offense continues to roll on Concordia Prep, who again came to the game 8-1 and does not look 8-1 today.
Absolutely not. However, if the Dons do end up facing off against the Saints in the playoffs, this game might be a teller of who will come out on top on that one. But every day is different in football.
Hines is going to hand to Jones, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down for a loss.
Yeah, that play got blown up, and Brooklyn Jones tried to get past him, but after a sea of white, tackled him down. Not a whole lot he could do there. Right now, this for the offense right now, they're just trying to keep it clean and get to the end of this game where they can celebrate their huge senior day win.
Very
somewhere.
important win.
Absolutely, yeah.
For this team, and it's going to keep some momentum going into playoffs. As this snap goes through the hands of Moore, who's still got a chance to make a play, intended for Hines, and he hit him!
Is that a touchdown?
Are you kidding?
Wow!
Touchdown! Marcus Hines with the reception. An incredible play from Jaden Moore, who just has done nothing wrong. And even when he does something wrong, still makes a play out of it.
Absolutely. After fumbling that snap, he recovered and was able to roll out to the right and to throw a bomb to Marcus Hines, another huge contributor. And I do believe that the reason Marcus Hines was so open was because there was a couple of defensive backs who seemed to be blitzing during that play. Jaden Moore read that perfectly, threw it deep, and got a touchdown on a crazy play.
Zach Rainier, the junior, getting in some kicks on this blowout as we're going to get a false start. So Connor Beck's, his day seems to be over. This extra point moved back 5 yards, going to make it a 25-yard extra point.
But now it's Zach Rainier, kicker and punter. He's a junior, so he's having a little bit of a opportunity to play today.
And Rainier gets one low, and it's good. 41-9, the Dons obliterating the Saints.
Absolutely, putting up a lot of points. And Jaden Moore showing exactly why he's starting as a sophomore. That was a fantastic play. Marcus Hines gave him an option, and they are just having fun right now. I believe it's Rainier looking to kick off. Concordia's kick return team in the huddle. And seems like they'll probably just keep going with the strategy that they've taken throughout this game, this late portion of the game, of just getting some guys who don't normally get to play some playing time against this dominant Loyola team.
And come playoff time, when the games are big, who do you like at quarterback, Marcus Hines or Jaden Moore?
Well, I like what they've been doing so far. The flexibility at the quarterback position has really helped confuse the other teams, because what are you going to do in the film room to prepare for more than one quarterback? That right there was a decent return from Concordia, getting it down to the 42, but a big hit from number 41, Zach Rainier. The kicker definitely got the sidelines hype.
Yep, and they meet him at the sideline. Don't see that a lot as the ball is spotted at the 43-yard line.
It's got to feel good. Big hit from the kicker, too. Not often that you see a 41-yard kick return be celebrated by the defending team. But there you go.
This one thrown over to the right and caught by Dingle, and he gets about 5.
Yeah, but definitely in the quarterback question there, that was definitely a good showing by both Moore and Hines throughout the day. Moore's been playing great as a receiver. We've seen him have a couple of big catches, and Hines we just saw with a huge catch. But they've also shown a lot of good plays passing to each other as quarterbacks, so those two have been doing very, very well.
Yeah, and that's kind of a special connection you don't really see, where you got a quarterback and you got a receiver that one can play quarterback, or they both can play quarterback and receiver, and, throw to each other. That bond there is, something interesting you see.
Absolutely. That one right there was an incompletion.
And both good at both positions.
Absolutely, yeah. They've both been notable parts of the Dons offense, whether they've been playing wide receiver or quarterback. And that separate variable of being able to play multiple positions is just is one that you can't really prepare for as an opposing team in the offensive film room, because they both have different looks, different tells, and can't spend too much time on one team every season. So hopefully that'll stay as consistently good as it has been this game.
The Dons bring 6. It's a keeper with Mister, who is up close to the first down. He is just short. And it will be 4th down. As slow to get up is Trevor Szymanski, the big tackle, sophomore tackle.
Sophomore presence on Loyola is definitely felt, with some notable names being Trevor Szymanski, Jaden Moore, obviously, Giannis Kligas has had a couple of huge plays, and not only that, but we have Aiden Bird, a couple of guys on this team that really earned their
Ezra
spot.
Carter, yep.
Big guys making big plays.
Yeah, promising future.
Absolutely.
For this Loyola team. Mister is blown up behind the line. Nathaniel Jackson got in there, and it's a turnover on downs, and a stifling defensive effort today from the Dons. Really all year long, their defense has been their strength.
Absolutely. With 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this 41-9 game, it's kind of just Concordia's running the ball out, trying to get this clock settled. But the question is, will they stay out here? No, I think they're bringing the punting.
That was 4th down.
They're going to stay out on the defensive unit, that is. That's totally what I meant. Well, now that the Loyola offense trots out, they're probably feeling pretty good right about now. Who do they got at quarterback? I believe that is Jack Kepner.
The junior getting some minutes. Hands to Brooklyn Jones, and he's hit and taken down a little behind the line of scrimmage.
And now Loyola's given some of the other guys who don't get as much playing time in some looks. And Jack Kepner's a junior at Loyola. He's standing at 5'9", 165 pounds. So there's some information in case you were wondering. But it's good to see that Loyola has a lot of options at quarterback. Jaden Moore, Marcus Hines, and Jack Kepner.
Kepner hands it off, and taken down behind the line of scrimmage again is Brooklyn Jones, the junior. And it's 3rd down.
Switching out, Jaden Moore coming on the field. Or maybe not. We'll see. And Jack Kepner's running back out there.
So 3rd and 13 yards. Kepner to throw it under pressure and taken down.
Yeah, Jack Kepner kind of dropped back there, but arguably better for the Dons that he took a sack as opposed to an incompletion, is that they are right now just trying to wind the clock down and get out of here.
Sydney Stewart, the freshman, getting the sack. And it's 4th down as the Dons punt this one away, and 1:19 left in the 4th quarter now as the game runs out.
See number
Austin Dulay, the punter now for the Dons, getting in different looks
given the depth
on the
chart.
special teams.
Depth chart fleshed out right now. Everyone's kind of getting some looks on both sides. Oh.
And a timeout called from Loyola.
Seemed like they were just trying to run the clock down as low as they could get it. Right now with 51 seconds left in this game and a huge point differential of 32 points. It's not much hope. But other notable games for Loyola's team is, other than the playoffs, is the Turkey Bowl, which is coming up on November 25th. Make sure to tune in against that. That is a huge game against the Calvert Hall Cardinals. We are all looking forward to that. And this varsity team is absolutely looking towards it. And if they show up like they did today during that game, it'll be a good Turkey Bowl for sure. Let's see, Austin Dulay getting the opportunity in to punt this one away.
And
High
snap high, taken in by Dulay. And he gets one away, a little wobbler, but it's going to bounce and roll in, not inside the 20, right at the 20.
Fantastic.
With 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter, so maybe just one more play we have left in store.
That was a very good kick by Austin Dulay right there. But this game is definitely winding down to an end. They might even just take a knee or run it out, but with all 3 timeouts that are not going to be used by either team, this game is definitely winding to a close. Right now, I think there's very few starters coming in right now to play. And they're going to take a knee. And that'll close out this game.
Yep. Concordia kneels it out 41-9.